she's not home. So please just go. You calling up and saying, let what bugging while I'm broke. Yeah, she's on the go. So right now I don't know. But right now she's not here right now. So Roger, please go home. Ay, 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 calling up and saying, let what bugging while I'm broke. Yeah, she's on the go.
That's you, homie.
Talk about some politics. I gotta keep it buck. You already know what it is. We going to. So, first, I have my co-host over here. Which was you so saying?
Mr. Calvin Totley. Fuck y'all pause for Calvin.
Sorry to bother you,
Hi, this is Calvin Totley.
And with us today, we have the man that made me so horny.
What?
The man that made me so horny. Yeah, my nigga so easy on his shoe.
You heard
And
it.
I'm making you so horny.
Just so horny. Because he's Mr. Horny.
You know what?
Me so horny. Wait. I got a lick of horny go.
I was gonna tell you something, but I'm too hot that I forgot. Not for real.
Real smoker.
So like, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna like leave this part here because I was recording. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to what you said to try to remember what the fuck I said, and then I'll. Put
And then you still won't know what you said. Because
might
when
not.
you said it,
Probably
it was
not.
already when you said, because you passed when it said it.
All right, Charles. Yeah, the asshole Charles. But you're right.
See? If you would have said it when you said it, but you didn't say it, so you don't want to know how you said it.
Who not what to the not what? That shit sound funny as fuck, but I can't do it. I know what you're saying, nigga.
Yeah.
You saying who?
What now?
I gotta record it to where he broke it down. I can't do that shit right now. Yep. I'm gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna miss everybody.
Damn.
Yeah, fuck up.
Let's talk about politics. And first things first.
First things first, your mic.
Huh?
So, talking about politics, I want to start off with something that's like very basic, not major, but also major. Free Britney.
What?
Britney Spears' whole campaign about like, give me back control of my money. Right?
Hey, you.
No, I bring this up because, one, first off, the fact that anybody has really blown this shit up is amazing to me, right? And to the point that, like, you have big people in the celebrity world today, and you have politicians even commenting, and I think, you know, the whole thing resulted with her winning control of all of her estate. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing about Britney that everyone wants to forget. Do you all remember bald pussy showing Britney? You remember that? You don't remember that? Yeah. Y'all remember the Britney?
Her pussy was bald. I don't remember her.
You remember the pussy or the wow, the Britney that lost custody to Kevin Federline.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right, a nigga who had no job, and his biggest achievement was fucking hoes that had jobs.
Because he had all those hoes in his house. Hoes.
Pretty much, he ain't got no wop, but he knew how to find it. Right.
That's the spirit. God damn it.
So
you niggas could learn something.
This is the Britney that is now getting back control of her life and her money. Now, don't get me wrong. Should anyone have someone completely control what they are able to do? No, absolutely. That's pretty much enslavement. I get it. I get why you were fighting for it. But control of her finances. Britney's current campaign now is to take daily photos of her tits in the exact same pose and repost it on Instagram.
I ain't mad at it, though.
I ain't mad either. I like it each and every time she posts the same titties. They've been beautiful since 1990-something. But, like...
Hashtag goals.
In these houses. But the whole idea is just that I don't understand why anyone would let somebody who has a history of self-destruction fight for their ability to control the business aspect of their life.
Because everybody says so.
I mean, of course, I'm sure it's the herd mentality, but it's just like this woman has yet to prove the capability to be, well, essentially to adult. She has no evidence of really being able to adult. Like, she's not adulting life. She's just there, right? And granted, I will argue as well that she has not had the full capability to run her life fully, right? She was young, dumb, and a celebrity. How many of them actually are successful? But she's exhibiting behavior that's very similar to the girl that went wild child before.
Politics destroy, right?
Normally, but I'm saying she's already destructive.
Yeah. So, or politics destroy, add on to, right? So just think about that in her situation with as you mentioned, politics destroying, like the fact that she has to have someone have control over her says a lot. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, the politics that we have now, as far as, you know, like you said, free Britney and all of that shit, it's not necessarily healthy for her. I mean, I don't know what like what goes on in and out, but y'all basically campaigning for her freedom that is being released after she's damn near 40 or over 40. Mm-hmm. If you can't see that, something's wrong with you. But if you do see it, you can also see how like just politics in general, it destroys or adds on to destruction.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I didn't see any of that when I was in her Instagram, though. Especially when she posed, you know, with holding her titties and some panties.
Titties.
No, but and overall, to me, let me jump on the other side. Like, give her money back, because there ain't nothing worse she can do that you were doing, because she was spending it all on stupid stuff on him and all that. So, you know, in that case, hey, give it to her. Might as well, if she's going to spend it on stupid stuff, might as well be her. She earned it. Then versus him that didn't earn shit and want to spend it all on him and stupid stuff. So, in that case, hey, give her money then. You know, let her.
Fair enough.
You know?
Get her money back. And I don't mean hoe so y'all can, like, listen to the fact that I said hoe so you can cancel us, motherfuckers. I was just joking around.
And cancel.
Sorry.
Cancel these nuts.
Cancel these nuts. Oh, no.
Up in here.
We don't do that. We don't do that at all.
Cancel the nuts in their mouth.
Okay. Now, the other thing that made major news was celebrity bathing habits.
Ooh.
So there, you had people like Ashton
my
Kutcher
God.
and Mila Kunis saying that, oh, we don't bathe every day. We don't have our children bathing every day. And almost every black celebrity is like,
Oh, yeah.
the fuck's wrong with you? So where do you stand on this?
You got bathe a few times a day.
No, not. Well,
Are you
it's
asking,
so funny.
like, are you asking, like how many, like, how often, or
No,
like, how
it's
do I
like,
feel
how
about
do-
it?
how
Like, they
how
were
do you
bitching
feel
because
about
they don't
people-
take a bath every single day.
How do you feel about this particular issue? Like, how do you feel? Like, do you think that it's within certain people's right to do what they want to do?
I was
'Cause, like,
gonna-
someone's saying that they don't wash with soap. Some say that they just don't wash. Some of them, whatever. Or
there were
It's
some
just-
people that said they wash when they shampoo their hair with the soap that's coming down. They wash, and people were complaining about that. No, use soap. Actually, shampoo is for hair. Don't you got hair on your body?
You tell you how I feel about it.
You know what I'm saying?
It's about how I feel about most stuff these days. It's like, yo, that's your business. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
It's not nobody's business. And
Like
plus,
that, like how you feel about what the fuck somebody else is doing. Like that's your business. Like, yeah, if that's gonna take up your life, you want that to take your life, well, that's your business, right? That's just how I feel about that shit.
But they also say if too much baths can take the natural oil from your skin, and people be like, yeah, that's why they use cocoa butter and all this. So why are you complaining about people that don't want to take a bath every single day?
And if you
see what I'm saying?
dirty.
Because they don't know how to pick and choose. You can't say don't take the oil away from your body, but you're going to tell them to take a bath every single day.
This is America, all right? We can have our cake and eat it too,
Yeah,
right? Country can go to war. People protest it. You don't know how to feel about this country.
right.
he got another hot thought. Ducks have oil in their skin and their feathers. That's how they float.
There we go. So go
If you
float
take
your...
too many fucking baths, you lose the oil in your skin.
That's why they
Drown.
don't float.
But you said ducks?
ducks.
So what's that got to do with us?
I told you ducks.
That's just another way
that's
of
just the
saying
same.
hoes.
Listen.
That's just the same oil that makes them taste delicious.
See?
Damn, Skip.
Just like the hoes.
And you don't want to, especially if you
They don't
fat.
know how to float and they taste good.
You want your fat ass to float real good. Just leave that oil in your skin.
There we go. So, somebody's phone?
Huh? No,
That's me. That's the spirit.
that's you.
There we go. I can hear it on the headphones.
I can't hear nothing.
Who is that?
No,
That was his.
that
That
was
was,
yours?
that was me. That's why I
Oh.
said that's the spirit.
I'm like, I don't see shit. All right.
That's Eric.
Now, how do y'all feel about these mandates for the COVID vaccination that have come about in the last few
All right,
weeks?
give me a second. How many minutes we got? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
You remember what I was telling you earlier?
We can make it simple.
Well, yeah, we had to make it simple.
You can simply say, I don't fucks with it, or I fucks with it heavy.
I don't fuck with it. Let's keep
we
it
go.
that simple
There we
because
go.
if I break it down to them,
One more time. That's your business. Oh, not that's your business, but like I don't
See, but the
No,
key
I'm saying,
word
how
you
do-
just
how
said-
do you feel?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck about the mandates.
No.
See,
no,
So you have to understand
if,
something.
if the government told you to do something
Mm-hmm.
and you're no longer in your uniform,
Mm-hmm.
after that aspect, you have no opinion on whether or not you follow the order or not.
Oh. I mean, I just follow the order. Like it's not that bad, man.
See, then you got to be a soldier for that shit.
see, you know what it is?
Because I like this goes all the way back to what I was telling you earlier about COVID when we got here, and like how everybody's bugging the fuck out of it. Whether you're for or against it, right? One more time, Will. What is the purpose of a vaccine?
To actually work.
But like really, what's the what I mentioned earlier? It's meant to protect you,
It's meant to actually work.
Protection means work.
right?
So
But
it's supposed to
So
but
when
like,
it-
like,
so
like,
when
hold
it's
on,
not
hold on,
working-
hold on. Like I was saying earlier, I mean just to understand how a vaccine's supposed to work.
Right, it's not a cure.
Yeah, it's not a cure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A vaccine's not a cure.
Or
It
is
does
it?
it? It's not going to stop you from getting it, which is what I'm getting at. It's not going to stop you from getting
But it's
the
supposed
virus.
to stop it from taking it away, right?
It's supposed to protect. It's supposed to protect you from getting the virus.
It's supposed to work.
And again,
Exactly. So
And it's
like
supposed
I was
to
saying,
protect you temporarily.
like I was saying earlier, if we're in here and y'all supposed to protect me, right? When we leave here, and I get shot in the head, y'all protecting me to the best of your fucking ability, right?
with the
much you
knowledge
pay?
that
Right,
has
I'm
worked,
just saying, like
How much you paying?
but
No,
with
but-
the knowledge of what worked in the past.
still, even with the knowledge of what worked, somewhat like there's nothing that's like
Like if
There's nothing-
if you get shot in the head, right? You know, heavens
God forbid.
forbid.
Yeah.
Heavens forbid you get shot in the head.
Right.
But if you get shot in the head, and I tell you, Calvin, I'm gonna save your life with something that I'm gonna try to figure out if it works for you or not. That's basically what you're trying to tell me that it's okay with, then, right? Or I could
No,
be like,
no,
hey,
no,
Calvin, I'm
no.
gonna save you with something that I already know that works.
no. Understand something. I understand what you're saying,
Right?
and I understand the other side of the argument.
Right.
I'm just for the sake of anyone that's like, yo, the mandate this or the mandate that. It's like, yo, on both sides, understand a vaccine is meant to protect you, and there's nothing that's just 100% safe.
Right.
Which is what people should understand about the vaccine before they go to have that conversation.
You know, that
But-
same
but you're
that
try-
same conversation is what guys use to tell girls why they don't need a condom.
Yeah.
It's not 100% effective, so what's the point?
What's the point?
Yeah,
Your Honor,
fuck, right?
I'll pay it then.
I've never been fucked.
I don't mean like
But-
as far as that logic goes.
I've never been
but
fucked.
you know the whole thing of the
I don't mean like fuck like that.
I don't give a fuck what you mean. I
Man,
am not
I'm
saying the words I've been fucked.
I don't mean fuck like
I
that.
don't care how you saying it. It's like me saying that I don't ride the D train, I ride the 4. I ain't never been fucked.
Just for saying that, I'm riding 2 train home, my nigga. You heard?
yeah.
I gotta take the D to get home, not
But
today.
the whole thing that well, you gotta take
What?
what? You taking 2 Ds?
Now, if I was to fall into that bullshit, technically, yeah. 'cause I gotta
well-
take the D to get here and the D to get back. That's 2 Ds.
No, but to get back
But-
to the thing, to get back to your stuff, I don't.
But a
Perverts.
nigga like me is 2 Ds, like 2 double D titties. You dig?
No, you
No,
done fucked it
No,
up.
no,
You done fucked
good
it
try,
up.
good try.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you how that shit, how that shit.
Right, tried.
No. Try again.
You done said you taking 2 Ds going
think-
and coming.
Nope.
No, hold on.
Nope.
One more time. Hypothetically and weirdly, nasty, fuckingly, speakingly. If I failed with the 2 Ds one time, why would I
was just gonna
attempt?
do it.
Why would I try again with the 2 Ds again, my nigga?
Because you failed and you don't want to fail, so you want to try again.
I'm see, this is why I told you I ain't never been fucked. I ain't even get caught up in this trap. I'm a native to New York. I know how this shit works. You still learning.
That's why I'm shutting the fuck up.
Yeah, but back to your question. Mostly, I don't think I'm against the mandate of the vaccine. I'm more against you mandating me to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That means, like I say, if you fall for one thing, you're going to fall for all.
Yeah.
And I posted it up on my page. The government is like abusers. They slowly see what they can do to you until they take all your freedom, your dignity, and your respect away.
If
Wait,
you let them.
We're talking about Americans here. What dignity?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And like with that being, it's like if you let them.
But
It's like you got to understand.
are you not letting them?
No.
You're not?
If you look at it as us, as we, and all of that shit, then yeah, but no.
But there is
no,
there,
in, no.
There
in
is
the sense,
no you.
No. In the sense of like, I see both arguments, right?
Yeah.
And I know not to give a fuck to jump in both one, which is what I was trying to, which is the point I was trying to make earlier. It's like, yo, understand how a vaccine works, right? Is the point to all of this shit, to understand why they should and shouldn't be a mandate and all of that. Understand how a vaccine works or how it's supposed to work, right? Without any crazy shit outside of any crazy theories within the explanation of what the fuck a vaccine is supposed to do. This is what a vaccine does, or this is what a vaccine is supposed to do. Then you will understand what the shit needs to be
supposed
mandated.
to work.
Yeah, you're supposed to work.
Supposed to work. Does it work?
But it does not work.
But it doesn't work.
Doesn't.
So then why are you forcing something that doesn't work?
Like I said,
Because they want to take your freedom.
One more time.
It's called money and freedom. Money and freedom.
Money.
You know what they say? Do not feed the animals or the birds. Why? Because they keep coming back. Exactly what they're doing to you. They making
And
you.
that's why you don't take hoes to dinner. You just bring them to the bedroom.
You know what I'm saying?
Where the hand claps at, nigga? There you go. Good.
Calvin's a 3-year-old today. He's like, clap! Applause! I like this. All right. Now, since we mentioned the whole New York thing, yo, any opinions on Cuomo getting knocked out of office?
One more time. I don't give a fuck. I feel bad for the name. For the Cuomo name. I don't fuck about Cuomo.
I don't even feel bad for the Cuomo name. Which
Nah.
Cuomo did good for us?
His brother does some good sports commentary on the news.
Oh, that's about it.
And then, see, that's the thing.
That's about it.
What I mean by that is, I don't give a fuck about them. I mean the name, as in like, yo, if you have that name,
You screwed.
here, yeah, you screwed.
Yeah, you can't even talk to women anymore.
So,
you have to always be like, no Cuomo.
You know, and then the funny part about it is like you can't even brag, yo, I'm one of the Cuomos. Like, and motherfucker?
Exactly.
So
can't even brag about it.
See, my thing is, I feel like low key he got kicked out of office for just being Italian, and that's what's fucked up about it.
Because he
Like-
thought he was a mafia guy.
No, not even that. Like, obviously, he got some sort of connect. So nigga walked out without a court case. However,
Boom.
however, essentially they were like, oh, he was really friendly. Like, he would hug me and kiss my cheek and whatever. I mean, look, he's an Italian guy.
Yeah, but why cheat? You know what I'm saying?
They
That's
weren't saying the good one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So you have this guy who is overly affectionate in his greetings. Where if anybody who really knows actual Italians, not Jersey Shore motherfuckers, like you know, he's just really being how genuinely they greet each other, right?
Yep.
At the same time, though, it sounds like he was a hard ass of a boss. So when you have somebody who's a hard ass boss that you don't like because let's say he called you out on your bullshit when you were working, and now you have this 2021 evidence of him being too touchy, despite the fact that he's genuinely just being like hello, goodbye, whatever. Like one of the women's accusing him dead has grins on her faces each and every time he does it, and not one of those like fake but like a bright eyed like ooh, some man who's 20 years younger than me actually gave me a kiss on the cheek type weird cougar shit. Like
Cub Scouts.
It's so fucked up to me that they got him on that. Now the money stuff looked like they actually had a legitimate argument.
Yeah,
so
that's what made him leave. He
so
was like,
exactly,
I don't want to get invested
he
in the money.
knew they had nothing on the sexual harassment shit. They have nothing.
They had him all on the money,
But they had him on the money. So he gave him a 2-bit, like, I'll give you the office just so that way you don't fuck with my finances. But I felt like this was some fucked up shit they were trying to do to Chris Christie before, and now they're trying to get Cuomo out. And it's like, yo, is it a villain to just be Italian in America? That's how
Probably
I feel
is.
about the whole situation.
Probably is.
Because I don't know how many of these Me Too things were on some light. Like, I've had girls tell me some shit about, oh, this guy looked at me too long, and I felt like he was like undressing me with his eyes and whatever.
Well, yeah, he was.
Right?
I would
And
say
like,
he might have been.
I'm like, did he verbally say anything to you? Did
he
he
act
actually
upon it?
touch you?
What were you wearing?
You can't even ask it anymore because
that's what I was
regardless
gonna
of what
say.
I'm wearing, he
That's
shouldn't
what I
look
was
at me
just
like a
gonna
piece
say.
of meat. Bitch, if you presenting a whole goddamn steak in front of a dog, ain't
Yeah.
he gonna look at it and drool? You be lucky if he's trained enough not to go and jump and leap
I was
at
just
it. Like,
looking
what the
to-
fuck?
I'm looking at the steak, talking about if they're gonna put barbecue
Word.
or what they're gonna put over this dressing.
Well, I mean, like, if you have a starving man, you know, in the desert, or you know, a thirsty man in the desert, and there's water in front of him, I mean, he's gonna be looking at it before he decides whether or not it's a mirage. So you know, you showing your whole shit to a nigga, and he's just like, shut up, let him enjoy it. You know what you were doing when you walked out the house.
Yeah.
I do it for me, no, bitch. You do it hopefully trying to get a doctor.
No, the funny,
Like, real talk.
my black ass, I'll be waiting for the ones to walk past, like thinking they doing something, just so I can be a dick.
Like
They walk past and, oh yeah, look. No, you don't.
No.
Uh-uh.
like this lady yesterday. You know the muscle shirts or
Yeah.
the wife beaters or what they call them.
Yeah.
With at least a triple Z's.
You know the reason they call them
Ew.
wife beaters is because half the niggas that wear them don't got muscles.
Yeah, basically, and they in jail. But this lady looked like she had like triple Z's or something. She had big ass breasts
I like that.
with these damn things, and they were basically only covering her nipple.
I like that.
And somebody was looking, and she was like, "People got the nerves just to be staring at." What? Really? Like,
Man.
you really gonna say that these guys got the nerves? You don't even got a pretty face.
Have you never heard of a deer getting caught in the headlights?
Exactly. And then she was ugly to top it off. The only thing she had going was her big boobs. So be appreciated that someone was at least looking at you.
I had one situation, and the girl was pretty. I see all the time, and she bent over in front of me, and I said something. I forgot what I said. But I wasn't talking to her. My homeboy was still here from Yemen,
Right.
so I said something to him, and I guess she had heard it enough to where like she kind of spazzed out on me, and I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm not that guy. I'm like, you know, I'll tell you you're pretty.
Right.
Anybody, without meaning anything behind it, but.
So that even means that they know what they're doing to the point that they're thinking about shit being involving them that has
Exactly.
nothing to deal with them.
We have a saying in Spanish, when the girl bends over in front of you, así murió el indio.
Yeah, you talking about that.
Yep. That's how
You know,
the
like
Indian died. You got fucked up the ass. You know what I'm saying? So watch that. No, but in all reality, a female bends down, you're going to look.
Look, if it's good,
You
or
know?
you're gonna at least look and find out it wasn't.
And then if it's not, if it's good,
But
the
here's
fantasy comes
my
in.
thing. I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves about women in my generation, right? Because like this generation is taught that all body types are beautiful. That shit's a fucking lie. But
As long as you have the confidence.
You have one of these fucked up body types and a pretty face, or you have
The butter
a
face.
banging body, but your face is busted. I'm like, boo boo. Ain't no matter what Snapchat filters you put on when I see you in person, just know your face is going in the pillow. Like that arrogant ass, like I look good. No, you don't look good. Your tits do.
You know,
Right?
you
Your
know,
ass does. There's a reason I'm not looking you in your eyes because I can give two fucks about your face.
There's too many done up asses around where I live at.
Bro,
but you know what they measure their beauty on? Because
Yeah.
a lot of guys talk to them.
Because niggas is thirsty.
They're not talking to you
every
because
hood-
it's the booty, not the beauty.
Every hood nigga out there who's not faithful needs to walk around with a large bottle of Poland Spring before they start putting egos in these ugly ass bitches.
Yeah.
I done
Thirsty
heard,
ass motherfuckers.
Because they messing it up for all the really pretty ones.
I done heard
For real.
all types
And that's
of,
what blows mine. The really pretty girls don't even realize how beautiful they are because these ugly bitches think they pretty too.
and then like yeah. So like and niggas don't know how to compliment motherfuckers neither. So like they turned off by compliment so much to where it's like, all right, am I really pretty, or is that nigga just barking at me like he does every other nigga, every other bitch that walks past here?
I mean,
A lot of them.
I don't know when mirrors started lying, but I wish somebody would have them tell the truth again.
The thing about it is when
they don't have
like
friends. That's why.
No, you know what? They have friends, and their friends are all about making them feel good. That they don't keep it a buck.
Those ain't real
like,
friends.
somebody. No, because it's everybody. This is friendship now. Because now we have to.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
this generation is all about
Them
boosting
up.
up your personality, right? Like, I got to make sure you feel good. No, you know what? People need to know the honest goddamn truth. If you're, it's like my friend telling me I can have any girl in the world. Meanwhile, I'm 5'4". No, I can't. Most bitches look at me like, who's this short nigga? Now, if they get to know me, that's when the whole game changed because this monkey climbs trees. But the whole opportunity of getting to know chicks is automatically thrown out the window just for being 5'4".
Yeah.
Actual.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a reality that I live with. Now, does it mean I'm a virgin? No, I've done some shit. But, like...
You done some shit.
I've done some shit.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
That's some shit. You done some shit, nigga.
You have to have this honesty with people. Yes, you need to tell people, like, no, just because of X, Y, and Z that's wrong with you doesn't mean you can't find somebody. That's the honest truth. There is somebody, at least one motherfucker out there for somebody, because with all these single motherfuckers that are out here, crackheads still find love.
Exactly.
Okay? I don't know how many times working in a hospital, I see beautiful women come in, ain't nobody coming to visit them, but every crackhead comes in with their boyfriend and girlfriend, and I can't figure this shit out for the life of me. They missing teeth together, they doing their drugs together, they having fun together.
Yo, last night.
I always got a story.
Last night I seen.
You need a crackhead couple.
Last night I seen this crackhead woman washing her crackhead husband's hair in the thing, like outside. They live outside, and I was like, damn, that's love.
I seen the It was a
Exactly.
It was a situation when I was in the store smoking weed in the store, and
Really?
Sounds like this really rare occasion.
No,
Right, I know, right?
It was a crackhead couple, man. I felt so bad because dude was in there talking about, he was just talking about how things have changed, and the old boy was like, ew, look at that bitch outside, and it happened to be old boy's crackhead wife.
Oh, damn.
Now here's my question.
Shut up,
Was
nigga.
she really ill?
Yeah, man.
All right, then. You see? And this is what I'm talking about.
Truth.
Keep it a buck. Let them know what it is. Like, boy, I understand y'all on some hard times, but, like, your girl busted, right? It's all I can get home. Okay, then we good.
There we go.
Then we good. At least you understand. Like, don't tell me don't tell me she's the most beautiful girl in the world. Tell me I think she's the most beautiful girl in the world. Because the fact is, nigga, I will correct you with pictures
Like
of
a
Beyonce.
lot of people say.
I will pull up a picture of Rihanna and say she ain't at this level, and that's a 9.
Yeah.
You want to tell me this is the most beautiful girl?
That's
in the
why a
world.
lot of couples, they were like, she's beautiful to me.
Exactly.
There
You
you
find
go.
it beautiful.
You see, that was
That's
close.
your type. That's an honest statement. It's an opinion and a fact.
Yep.
They're like, she's beautiful to me.
To me.
Exactly. Because
And then you'd be like, yeah, that's right, because nobody else want her.
exactly.
I wish people would do that, like, back in the day when, like, yo, you want to see my homegirl? Like, yo, she bad.
Right.
To me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Niggas be hyping up their boo boo and
Hey,
you like that bitch is busted.
All right, my nigga.
Right, yeah.
You come through and you like, I walked here.
That's what happened to Smokey. Like,
Yeah, I took 6 steps to get to here.
You said she was a 10. You
She
didn't
was
tell me I had to go
bad,
10
bro.
blocks.
you had me running down to
This
the
is why when my friends be like, yo, I want you to meet somebody, then have them come here. I'm not wasting the energy to find out that it was not worth my time.
I might
Nah.
cut your ass afterwards.
Word, like,
You're
yo,
like, I got a headshot. No, don't want one of those.
I mean,
Don't
you
want
kind of
of those.
deserve it, a little taste. You shot in your head, but nah, that's a bit.
No. I don't want no
No.
headshots. This ain't no model
Look,
situation.
you
This
gotta-
is not a audition.
you gotta
I need
know
a
what
whole
you're
body
talking about.
shot.
But like,
But you talking about a different headshot.
no, look. When
Take it to the head.
when you realize that you only have one life, right, and that every second counts. If a motherfucker wastes my time in any way, yeah, he can get a headshot.
So don't get in the way of no pussy.
I don't give a fuck.
Mm.
Just don't tell me this shit is a 10. I walk over there and that shit is a 6.5.
Shoot in your legs. Oh, I forgot. You don't move.
See, if she go, I'm gonna give her a headshot, but I'm still gonna be pissed that she wasn't what I thought.
Or he's gonna give her the headshot in the eye.
You know,
That's what you
like blah
ate.
blah. Here you go, girl. Carry that home.
Yep.
What the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah, you gotta go. Squash.
That shit is one of my favorite moments in all of high school.
I'm on camera. I'm trying to be civilized. Here.
Nah.
What's civilized?
That's your own fault. I told you to do half episodes on camera.
I am. That's what I'm about to.
But like legit, at a track meet when a homeboy had his eye completely red and he brings his boyfriend, I already knew there was a story. He tried to be like, it's my allergies. I said to him,
yeah, okay,
I
it
whispered
was
this
dark.
on here in one eye. He's just like, shh, I'll tell you when we get to the track. And he definitely said, yeah, homeboy missed the aim and it wasn't in the lips. So, yeah, he had a red eye from having some morning fun.
Oh,
yeah, he
man.
said squash. Here, hold
Yup.
that down. Hold that down.
Hold that down. That's
That shit was funny.
That's the only thing. Because, you know.
But meanwhile, why would you tell me on the middle of the track with a whole bunch of other Caribbean folk? Because when he said that shit, I said, he nutted in your eye? And everybody turned. I was just like, my bad, but like, who expects to hear this shit? You 17 in the middle of the track, and then it's like, yeah, nigga came in my eye. Like, whoa.
See, if he was smart enough, he would have been like, yo, hit the other eye. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That way I can blame it on weed or something.
But
My
you know
eyes
what?
are red.
If it was one big bust, then he would have had to poke him in the other eye, and you don't want to find out what he poked him with, so.
Yeah.
That's why
He missed
why I
it.
didn't swallow this 5-hour energy. Right now, I threw it back up.
Yeah.
From what you said just now,
That's why
not
they
throwing
said-
up from like disgust from laughing. I had to keep that shit in. I'm not retarded.
That's why he said.
Mm-hmm. Now,
That's fucked up. Scumbags.
how do y'all feel about old presidente into new presidente?
I don't know. You know I don't know? Because, all right, with Trump, I would hear shit all the time.
Every day. Every fucking day, right?
I forgot this nigga our president.
For real, though!
And like I said, like these days, I feel either way. I don't feel neither way. I just don't hear shit about Harris and Biden like that.
Look, the first...
No one cares.
I've heard more about Harris
his bad
than I
stuff.
have about Biden in this entire term, right?
Yeah.
And the thing about it that cracks me up is that whenever I hear Biden's name, Kamala Harris backs Biden on one. Like, that's literally what I keep hearing. The first time I really heard Biden mentioned in anything after maybe the first week of his presidency was the Afghan situation. We're talking from like the ending of January, beginning of February. I have not heard anything really about Biden until September.
No, you figure there's only two things that people speak about Biden about. Him falling up the stairs and Afghanistan. That's it. Two things.
Oh, I heard. Okay.
I didn't even hear about falling up the stairs until just now.
No, he was literally going on Air Force One, falling up the stairs.
I didn't
That's so
hear
sad.
anything about it.
That's
All right,
so sad. And then they had Harris do it and may say, oh, it was because of the wind. Yeah, okay.
So I'll say this.
You fall down if the wind is blowing you, not falling up.
I don't know. It can make you fly.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, this is what I'll say. I feel good about some things they've done, and
What is that?
like for veterans, he's raising our percentage by like 6%.
Okay.
Well,
no, I'm not. I see. And
and
here's
it's a few other some things I really just can't. I thought about what I was about to say, and I can't
I feel
talk
like
about. But
I feel like people they don't usually talk about politics unless something negative is happening, right? So like anything political I've really heard about is mostly about some of these red states changing their voter rights, right?
Mhm.
I've heard more about that than anything that the president is even doing to stop that, or anything that can be done. Sort of, you know what I'm saying? So like he hasn't made news to the same degree as Trump. Trump got criticized for saying shit. Like, last night, Trump said that he likes the color red. People who like blue are upset at him. Like, people turned anything that he said into major news.
I know.
Where Biden is literally the president who won just because he wasn't the other guy. Right? Like, if this...
You know what's that? Like, you won by default?
Yo, like, for real, though. Right? Like...
There was no other nominees,
Like,
so you get the award.
Let me make this very clear. Trump won for the exact same reason. Like Trump won because he had a penis. Mm-hmm. Right? Point blank period. I don't care what anyone says. You can talk about Russian hackers and the third. Everyone allowed Trump's victory to happen because he didn't have a vagina. If the Democrats put anyone else with a penis Against Donald Trump, he would have never been president. We wouldn't have had any of the headaches we've had in the last 5 years. I'll say that wholeheartedly.
I would say something fucked up. I just
No,
can't.
because you know what the fact is? When I forgot who it was against Clinton, where they were voting on who should be the next candidate.
Mm-hmm.
And I was with my old union, and the day that they announced that they were backing Clinton instead of the other guy for the primary, I said to all of them in the political department of that union, you guys are going to be part of the reason why Trump becomes president. Mm-hmm. I said that on that day. When she actually won the nomination, and my mother was just like, oh, we may have the first female president because who's taking any Republican? I said, you guys just elected whoever is the Republican candidate. And I think at the time they were still fighting between Trump and the devil. I forget what his name is. The guy who runs Texas.
Ted Cruz.
There we go. Mm-hmm. They literally called him the devil. That's why I remember that so clearly.
He looks like the fucking turtle.
You know what I'm saying? So
anyway.
Honestly, I don't think it mattered which one of them it was.
Yeah.
Just because they had a penis, I wholeheartedly believe Hillary Clinton was going to lose. And it may have taken an extraordinary amount of lengths, but there were no hackers this election, right? And no hackers the election before that? Mm-mm. Or before that, right? The same Russians who want to, always screw up.
They got caught before, and they brought that shit to light.
But that's my point. They got caught this time knowingly. Like, everybody caught, and they were talking about it from, like, day one.
That's what I was saying. Like,
they never reversed the decision. They never whatever. No one wants a chick in office yet. Yeah, and not to say that they can't do it, but, like, no one wants it.
She would have probably smoked it and not not inhale like her husband.
Nah, you know what I'm saying?
I smoke, but I don't inhale.
A lot of that shit is always ongoing, right? So it's like this time they made sure, like, yo, they're hacking. Like, we're telling you now because before, and like one more time I have to keep reiterating this shit. I'm not for or against anything.
Right.
But before, you just found out about Russian hacking when this shit's been going on for fucking ever.
Right.
It's gonna continue to happen, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's nothing new. It's just this time they fucking put it out like, yo, there is well, we're dealing with Russian hacking. Not there is Russian hacking.
Mm-hmm.
State that shit too. But it's like, yo, we're dealing with Russian hacking. It's now out in the public to where, oh, this is a thing.
See, and you know what cracks me up the most about the whole thing? Is that you literally have people saying, oh, Russian hackers, Trump won because of cheating, whatever, right? At the same time that when Trump's saying, oh, people were cheating against me, there's actually more recorded footage on social media, by the way, of people literally taking Trump votes and throwing it out. Mm-hmm. Now, I cannot personally tell you that this would be effective and in getting rid of enough votes to get him out of office, but, like, you have a bunch of people saying shit about Russian hackers and not producing papers or whatever in front of the public, right? You have all these videos on your TikTok, your Instagram, your whatever, of people literally messing with the election, which I think with the number of people actually doing it, and regardless of if they're right or wrong to do it, would have been cause for a whole re-election. It's kind of fucked up. And no,
it's still enough to question it.
I will happily tell you I am not a Trump supporter. What I am a supporter of is justice. Mm-hmm. I'm the middle ground, right? I do not support the blue or the red because they're both full of politicians. And what are politicians? Liars. They all lie in your face. They all work together in some capacity, one way or another. And I don't just mean on Capitol Hill. So with all their money tied up together and all the deals that they make, you can't trust any of them.
Like not my homeboy, but like Malcolm Tucker says, politicians and hot air go together, hand in fucking hand.
If that ain't the motherfucking truth. So, to some degree, people, there's got to be this mix of, like, understanding that everyone's a bad guy. Everyone. Right? I remember all the shit that Trump got for the cages that kids were being put in.
Yeah.
But it existed during the Obama administration.
Yep.
Right? Like,
you can't tell nobody that, boy. You fucking around and get choked.
Or even with the pictures. Even with the actual photo evidence of them walking past the damn cages at the same facilities. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. I'm not blaming Obama for the cages, but if you're gonna get on Trump for not getting rid of them, right? Wouldn't you be getting on Obama for not, helping out other minority people?
There's another thing where, like, you need to understand your words, as everybody says these days. Blaming someone for something, it's like, yo, this this is just it was ongoing.
Mm-hmm.
It was ongoing during the administration.
Before.
But you can't say that, Obama did this, or like everyone would try to say, you can't say that Trump did it neither.
Right.
Because
it started before
it
them.
was before that. So
you know what I'm saying?
Blame it.
So that's what I said.
So-
if you're going to blame Trump for not stopping it, then you got to blame
the predecessors.
yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
And that's what,
Or maybe
and that's what I'm
Obama
saying.
started it, so blame
I'm not
him
even
for
saying blame
starting
Obama. I'm saying blaming the actual origins. If you're going to hop on the last guy to not do it, you have to yell at every other guy who didn't do it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by I'm not on anyone's side, right?
And that's another, if you don't want me cutting in for a second, that's another fucking time waster as far as getting things done, like the blame game. Because, I mean, like I said before, like, this shit's been here.
I mean, essentially, if you hold anyone accountable, you should hold everyone accountable, and doing so may actually bring change.
Yes.
Right?
Holding accountable versus, like, blaming the motherfucker for something.
That's like, put it like this. If you got a job and you're supposed to get a raise, now that boss left and a new one came in and he didn't give you a raise, do you blame him or the other boss? You know what I'm saying?
Your work ethic.
Yeah, not only that, you should no, in all reality, you should have got a raise way before that, you know?
Yeah.
But if you're going to blame someone, blame the ones before you that didn't give you the raise. Why are you blaming this guy? He just came. You know what I'm saying? So,
And actually, if you helped them come, you might have actually given you a
you
damn
probably
raise.
got a better raise. You know? Somewhere down the line, something would have raised.
That's males and females alike.
Yep.
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Terry.
Terrible people.
Terry with the Y. Never mind.
Now, one other thing I wanted to talk about was the minimum wage. Okay?
What a joke.
So many have pointed out that the fight for 15 is to bring minimum wage where it should be percentage-wise, but it's still below where anyone can actually live. Which I agree, right? And
Somewhat.
depending on which city or state that you're
Yeah.
in, right? Looking at the cost of living, the median cost that it would mean to live not necessarily comfortably, but survivably, in New York State, right? It's supposed to be $38,000 a year the last time that they did a census of this. What's $15 an hour? $30,000 a year. So your minimum wage is less than the basic cost of living statewide. Now, we're not talking about just in New York City, right? Which would obviously be more than $38,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking more so maybe just west or east of Ithaca. We're talking maybe an hour and a half north of Middletown. We're talking just south of Albany, maybe just north of Albany, a little bit around Buffalo, but not quite in the major city. You know what I'm saying? 38,000. But your $15 minimum only reaches to $30,000 a year before taxes, by the way.
Right.
I mean, let me throw that in there too. So, if you go state by state, most other states have a $30,000 minimum, but that's not their. I mean, like, cost of living for the year, but that's not the minimum wage. So we have a minimum wage in New York State higher than most other states that isn't even sufficient for our state.
And
That shit just make it easier for fucking
no,
people to strive for less and to keep fast food restaurants moving.
But the problem again, that comes from the stupid government. Because if you're going to do $15 an hour, right? Let's say your minimum wage $15 an hour. Why does the rent go up if you haven't brought a new building?
I was gonna say, like, it just comes from stupid people.
This is why. If the government says no one is raising rent, you cannot raise rent, the $15 an hour will work.
Now that's true.
But
I
you
look at
raise
it-
the rent as soon as they raise the $15 an hour. What did you do to the building? Did you put new windows? Did you broke the wall down and gave me that open concept? What did you do?
A lot of people don't realize that.
Damn,
So
nigga said open concept like you a white chick building a new house. What an open concept.
You know my wife watches too much of that
Yo,
show.
for real, he's like HGTV's in the background, bro. My bad.
My bad.
whack a wall or something.
Word.
No, but in all reality, you didn't build a brand new building.
Right.
So why are you raising the rent of the same people that still lived there last year? Like,
Right.
I don't understand that.
It
The whole
doesn't
concept
make
of
any
you
sense.
working is to make money, not to give it out to everybody else.
And I mean, don't
So
get
they
me
need
wrong.
to stop it.
I understand that perhaps there should be a federal minimum wage, right? Which should be relative to all 50 states. Like, you can't be below this.
Right.
But once you actually encounter your state by state cost of living, it should be in addition to the federal minimum wage, your state is required to give a plus this much.
And that's why
Right?
people.
There's no way. I mean, as a state, we decided on $15 as a new high, and it's still below the statewide yearly average. Everybody in New York State, ideally, right, would need to make between $19 and $20 an hour just to hit the expected. Now, this means that this is if life was perfect, right? Your car's not going to break down because not everywhere has MTA, right? That, your home's not going to get flooded. More so than any other major thing is going to be flooded or destroyed through a blizzard, right? This is for a perfect year, 365 to 66 days of absolute perfection, $38,000. We're not talking about if your kid even goes to private school, Catholic school, even some of the what do they call those other public schools or whatever?
Not charter
schools, right? Not even because some of those actually have minimal fees. Right, even if it's just uniform,
we gotta
cost.
pay them.
Right.
Yeah, even if it's just uniform cost. So for ideal year, $20 minimum. And I'm talking from the McDonald's worker.
Or just slow down the damn rents. Because I always say to make a good life, 2.5 payments of your month payments should be on bills, right?
But
and then the 1.5 should be yours.
But
bills and savings. I mean. Bills and saving.
Do that across every industry,
yeah.
Right? Like just lowering rent's not going to change your car note or your insurance rate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when we're talking, and I know it's yearly, but we're talking $8,000. Everybody in this room knows what it means to get an extra $100, right? So to have to cover an extra $8,000 even throughout the year is hard.
That's why they shouldn't raise anything up. Raise the minimum to 20 maybe, but in some cases. Now, because the $15 an hour, I'll tell you this much. You're not giving me no service of $15 an hour.
They're not giving it to you for $8 either.
Yeah,
so
you should not even get that. That's in that sense of the matter, no, you ain't getting no $15.
Well, I mean, if we're talking service industry...
But
if we're talking service industry, there's always been a different minimum wage, understanding that it's expected they would collect tips, right? And of course, the shitty servers do not deserve tips. Your shitty cab drivers who drag out the ride when you know it's $9.80 until like $11.20. Like, no, see, your tip was in that rate.
Yeah,
you should have drove faster, motherfucker, right? I hate that automatic gratuity. If this motherfucker barely came around and brought out 10 plates and that was it, what automatic gratuity? I'd rather give the tip to the chef in the back, because this waiter ain't gonna give him shit.
Nope.
That nigga cooked 10 meals. This nigga just brought it out and didn't even come back to refill my soda, but you want me to give him an 8, 10, 9, 20% tip? No, we ain't doing that shit.
Fuck that. What thoughts? 15%.
Yeah, it depends on which restaurant you go to.
Yeah, you're right about
Yeah.
that.
It's usually 10 to 20%.
And that thing of $4.50 for driver's fee, but this is not their tip. Yes, it is. Because you giving him the $4.50. Well, I gotta give him the $4.50 plus a tip?
Nope.
No,
I
stop
hate
your
when
bull crap.
I hate when I look at my Uber and it has the nerve to go, okay, delivery fee this much plus tip. I said, bitch, delivery fee is the tip.
Don't play
Your
yourself.
delivery fee is equal to my meal, and you want me to tip this motherfucker onward?
No.
The fact I'm giving you business is the tip.
They got to understand that if you don't want that, take it off and then let us decide how much to give the driver.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're paying the driver, then that's you, because you know you need the driver to make your money.
Exactly. He needed a job, and he has guaranteed money delivery price. There's no tip.
Now, I'm not mad at them. I be getting tips when I do my DoorDash.
Asshole.
You know what I'm saying? But it's because I give them good service. I
There
call
it
them
is.
up. Hey, I'm here, getting your food. It looks like it's going to be longer than thought. Blah, blah, blah. Text them. I'm 5 minutes away. Blah. Hey, how you doing? But there's some people that be like, yo, I'm downstairs. Harry. Downstairs? Ain't you supposed to bring it up?
Yo, I had a
And
few
you
people
want a
do
tip?
that.
Yo, I had a driver come with my Pizza Hut a couple months back, and
they be on the bike.
He tried to tell me like, I don't know how to get into where you live, so you need to come up and pick it up.
Yeah.
I said, aren't you the delivery person? He's like, yeah, but I'm gonna have to park the car, and so then park the car and bring my food. It's hard to find parking. I said, look, if you ain't gonna deliver my food, then you go bring it back to the restaurant and tell them to hire someone who can, and you lose out on the money. And his ass went back and sent it back, and they sent me another person, because I'm like, bro, First off, if I'm asking you to deliver to my door, right? This is supposed to be contactless delivery. Right? Which means I ain't supposed to see you. Like, I hate when you select contact delivery and they knock on the door and they wait. Bitch, put the food down and back the fuck up.
Listen, I'm one of those that when I deliver your stuff, I don't care if it says contact or not. Ding dong. Put it right on the door and I'm out. You know, but mine say, you know, like they don't leave it at the door.
Right.
The instructions say leave it at the door. But what I do is I text.
Take a
I'm
picture.
about 5 minutes away to be delivered. Due to lack of parking in many areas, this is exactly what I write. Due to lack of parking in many areas, if possible, please meet me downstairs for faster delivery.
Yep. Give them the
What
option.
a lot of times they say, no problem, I'll be downstairs. Or not, or I have my kid and I type, no problem, I'm just going to let you know it's going to be a little longer because I got to look for parking. But I still look.
Yep.
Even though I double park half of the time, but you know.
But you got to.
But at least you're giving them the option.
You give them the option, and at the same time, you're communicating. It's not no, papi, I'm here, come upstairs.
Yeah.
What? First off, at that particular time, too, I was watching my neighbor.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I'm not leaving this child in the house alone.
I'll be doing that, too. Watch. Oh, my bad. You know, I'm not talking about that
creep. You know, like, I'm not leaving the child alone because it was left with me in the first place because somebody couldn't watch it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what are you doing? Just come to the fucking door like you're getting paid to.
Yeah, we just gave like an extra 5 minutes to this podcast.
That's the spirit?
Well, no, the conversation got a little heated, you know what I'm saying? And a little good right there.
Delivery drivers,
learn to communicate. That's
just
it.
either communicate or just understand that your job is to deliver to the door.
Yeah.
Not to where you want to stop driving.
No lie. I can do 5 hours and make as much money as someone does in 8 to 9 hours of them doing deliveries. And it's because it's called communication.
That's all it is. All right, folks, on that note, we'll catch you guys next time on the next XY101.